RHS Pre-Calculus presents Deriving the Sum of Tangents. One gloomy, cloudy afternoon, a typical day in Redmond, Harold was furiously struggling to understand trig identities for the next pre-calculus exam. He had finally figured out how to derive the sum of formulas for sine and cosine, but, unfortunately, he struggled with the derivation for the sum of tangents. He then decided to consult his teacher, Mr. Pickle. This is his story.
Mr. Pickle, help. I know that the sum of sines and the sum of cosines, that the sine of u plus v equals the sine of u times the cosine of v plus the cosine of u times the sine of v. And the cosine of u plus v equals the cosine of u times the cosine of v minus the sine of u times the sine of v. But I can't for the life of me figure out the sum of tangents. Can you help me?
Of course, young man, it's quite simple. You see, let me show you. So let's start with what we were given. Sine of u plus v equals sine of u times the cosine of v plus cosine of u times the sine of v, and cosine of u plus v equals cosine of u times cosine of v minus sine of u times sine of v. We also know from previous lessons that the tangent of theta equals sine of theta divided by cosine of theta. So we can find the tangent of u plus v by taking the sine of u plus v over the cosine of u plus v. So tangent of u plus v equals sine of u times cosine v plus cosine u times sine of v divided by cosine u times cosine v minus sine of u times sine of v.
Wow, I understand. Oh, yes. Oh, I see. This isn't that hard.
Yes, dear boy, now you multiply the top and bottom by 1 divided by cosine of u times cosine of v to cancel out a few cosines. You cancel out the cosine of v over cosine v, and cosine u over cosine u on the top, and cosine u times cosine v divided by cosine u times cosine v on the bottom. So now you are left with sine of u divided by cosine of u plus sine of v divided by cosine of v divided by 1 minus sine of u times sine of v divided by cosine of u times cosine of v. We know that tangent of theta equals sine divided by cosine of theta. So the numerator changes to tangent of u plus tangent v, and the denominator changes to 1 minus tangent u times tangent v. The final result is tangent of u plus tangent of v divided by 1 minus tangent u plus tangent v.
Wow, I understand now. Thank you so much for helping me.
No worries, son. Now go off and use your newfound skills to help the world.
Armed with his new knowledge of the sum of tangents, Harold was prepared for his pre-calculus exam the next day.